righty, I'm Bruce St. James. There is no Pamela Hughes today.
Nope, not today.
Sad. He's Rob Hunter, and here are the stories everyone's talking about. We call it the playlist.
Track 1.
Well, an ex-Penn State coach isn't talking this morning after reports surfaced that he molested 8 young boys over a 15-year period. Former defensive coordinator Jerry Sandusky was arrested on Saturday and faces up to 40 counts of abuse. After a 2-year investigation, police say Sandusky used his position at a high school and as a tutor with an at-risk youth organization to abuse the boys. Now, the details of these allegations are absolutely horrific. And while he is innocent until proven guilty, this really doesn't look good for Penn State.
No, and he's not saying anything, Sandusky. He's staying quiet, referring all questions to his lawyer. But I think that's the worst part, is that people at Penn State knew about it, Bruce, and they just didn't call the authorities. They just said, how do we cover this one up? Because this makes us look bad.
Yeah.
Bad move.
Track 2.
You know, it's that raise you've been looking for.
Oh, yeah.
Well, keep looking because it's going to pay for your health care. This is according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. They say that pay has actually not even kept up with inflation, but that's because of the increased cost of health care. The amount spent on employee health insurance has risen by 30% since 2002.
30%. Yeah, there's another great reason to decouple health care from your unemployment. Here's what I ask. Pay me what I'm worth, and not what I'm worth minus all of the healthcare costs.
Well, and I think what keeps us from talking about this big change that you're advocating, Bruce, is the fact that we're so afraid to not have health insurance. So therefore, we like it tied to our country, either our country as in the United States federal budget or our company that we work for. The problem is it's getting so expensive, it's going to bankrupt companies, it's going to bankrupt employees, it's going to bankrupt the country.
Track 3.
Well, it took a week, but there are signs the sexual harassment allegations might be harming Herman Cain and his bid for the presidency. A Reuters poll finds his favorability rating has dropped by about 9 percentage points in just 1 week. Now, at the same time, his supporters seem to be digging in. Herman Cain raised $2 million last week in donations. Listen, I don't think it's the allegations as much as his handling of them that is hurting him. People want a clear and decisive leader. Herman Cain's not acting that way.
Well, you might be onto something because professional politicians certainly know how to handle scandals and sex issues because they have to deal with them all the time.
Part of the game.
Herman Cain, not so much.
Track 4.
So Greece, they're busy setting up a new government this morning. Over the weekend, they've been working to save that European bailout package that's aimed at help the country avoid defaulting on their debt obligations. And as part of that new government, Prime Minister George Papandreou, is that how you say that? Papandreou. See, you know Greek, I don't. He's going to resign. The new government will have to decide whether or not to accept that bailout package. The package does come with severe cuts in government services, however.
I want to tell you what's the most concerning thing about this whole Greece issue and their problem. It's just the first of many to come in Europe. Get ready to hear this argument all over again about Italy.
Well, and it's all about benefits, too, Bruce. That's what it comes down to. It comes down to government pay, government benefits. It comes down to pensions that are promised that they can no longer afford. I was reading a story about the United States pension funds having the same problem.
Ouch.
Track 5.
Well, those famous 99-weekers are now no longer receiving benefits. In fact, only 48% of the nation's unemployed still get government bennies. Now, that's down from 75% just a year ago. This could explain the rise in food stamp numbers as well. The Department of Agriculture reported that 46 million Americans are currently on food stamps. And the sad part, none of this will change until the economy starts to grow, something few experts have any faith in.
The average person now unemployed for 10 months. You were in that group, Bruce.
Yeah,
it was about a year for you.
10 months, 11 months I was unemployed.
But the scarier number is over 50% of the unemployed have been unemployed longer than 99 weeks to not receive the benefits anymore. I don't know what's going to take to change this, but this is not good news.
Track 6.
Man, this Bieber paternity suit really is taking on a life of its own. Who
Thank
knew?
God.
TMZ's now saying Bieber's actually going to take a DNA test to prove that he's not the father of this woman's baby. Now, this woman, one of her ex-boyfriends, came out and said, he doesn't believe that Bieber's the father and that Mariah Yeater is doing it just for the money.
Maybe money, or maybe she's doing it just to get closer to the Biebs. I want you to play this through. Maybe she thinks when he sees her in court, he'll fall in love with her and they'll live happily ever after. And if this doesn't work out, she plans on making the same charges against the entire cast of Twilight.
Oh, Team Edward or Team Jacob?
I don't think she cares
Both.
at this point.
I'm on Team anything.
She's named after Mariah Carey. How could she possibly care?
What I don't get is Bieber said he's never met the woman, that after every concert, after he does his encore, He goes straight from the stage to the car.
Patow.
What fun is that? You're a rock star. Hang out backstage, man. Do something.
Careful with the rock star and Justin
Yeah,
Bieber in the
you're
same
right
time.
about that.
Yeah, let's be really careful.
Maybe he's not the
about
type
that.
to be trashing hotel rooms.
Yeah, exactly. They might run out of 2% milk. How's that? That's about it. Woohoo! Got a little crazy around here. Well, that is your playlist. We do it at the bottom of every hour, 9, 10, and 11:30. You can join us and get caught up on the stories that everyone is talking about.